Good morning, my beautiful ladies. Welcome to our Friday workout. Today we're going to get some really fun things going, okay? So I'm going to actually work on your ankles today, on your wrists and your extensors, so the forearm muscles. We're going to do some fun stretches and we're going to have a good time. You'll see. So what you need for the workout, you need your band if available, a bench or a chair, your mat, and your weights. And we're going to do extra special planks. You know how much I love planks. We always will do them. I know you've been waiting and you've been excited about it.
Please proceed to a station.
What we're going to do, we're going to start with the band, okay, and then walk with the band, okay? So, very important, if you have a back sensitivity or knee sensitivity, I'm going to have you do this seated. So you're going to sit down in the chair, you're going to lift the leg up, and you're just going to go side to side with your leg, okay? That's what you're going to start with. If your back and knees are okay today, you're going to start by warming up the your hips, your quads, and your calves a little bit. So we're going to start with the modified version, then we're going to make it harder and harder and harder. You know how I like to do that. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 4 movements to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do 4 calf raises, okay? So we're going to start with that. And then we're going to go sideways again 4 times with the back nice and flat, shoulders relaxed, and then 4 calf raises. So we're starting now. Good job. Or actually we started early, which is always good because always extra is always good. And then 4 calf raises. Beautiful. Now, so again, if you have a sensitive back or knees, you're just doing your legless seated. You lift your leg and you go side to side. If your knees and back feels good today, you're going to do 4 steps to the side with the band over the ankles, and then 4 calf raises. This is going to get a little bit more challenging, so don't worry. You know how I like to do it. I like to just keep going and not even take a break.
Exercise.
Let's keep going. We want those hips on fire today. If you start feeling your knees right now, you might want to go back to the chair and then doing the leg lifts, okay? If you feel the knees. Now for number 2, we're going to do 4 pulsing squats, and then we're going to go sideways again 4 times. Now when you do the squats, you're sitting into the heels, almost like there's a chair behind you, and then you come all the way up to give your back a little break, and then you do 4 little ones. Good. Now if this feels good on your back and your knees, keep going. Good job. Nice work, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, sitting into the heels. You never want to feel the knee. Now, if that's too much for the back, stick to the first version I showed you. Keep going. Next, keep going. Shoulders relaxed, chest stays open. Now, for number 3, we're going to make this harder. You're going to stay low, only if the knees and back feels good. You're sitting into the heels. And then you're doing your walk.
Begin set 3.
You're pushing for the heels. Good. You're keeping the tension the whole entire time in the band. And you're having a good time because it's Friday. And you're with me and we're working out, having fun, and strengthening the body. Very good. It's a great way to start the day, ladies. Keep going. We're pushing for the heels. If you look down, your knees never go past your toes. You're sitting into the heel. If that's too much, go back to number 1, number 2.
Stop, exercise.
Keep going. Now I'm going to make it even more challenging. Now we're going to stay low, and we're going to do tiny little pulses again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then stay low, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Begin set 4.
If that's too much for the back, let's sit on the bench and do our leg lifts. Keep going, pushing through the heels. Good. If you have the band, that definitely helps to make it more challenging. After this, we're going to do a side plank, a very fun one. We're going to take our band off for the side plank, okay? If you can't do side planks, let's do a regular plank either on the forearms or the bench, whatever feels comfortable for the shoulders and the back. Keep going. Woo! We're burning. Nice little pulses. I'm getting a little out of breath. Let's finish it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good work. That was a good warm-up, ladies. I felt the hips and my quads. So now what we'll do, we're going to go elbow directly underneath the shoulder, if this feels good on the shoulder. We're gonna grab a very light weight or no weight. Either one is good.
Begin set 1.
Now modification, you know how you go up, you squeeze your tushy super tight, shoulders down, you're gonna extend the arm, and you're gonna hold it. If you have a light weight, hold it out. Watch your shoulders and your neck. If that's too much for the shoulders, go back and forth. If that's still too easy, you lift the leg up, and you hold the leg, and you hold the arm out. The weight can be heavy. If it's too heavy, it's gonna pull on your neck and your shoulder. It has to be a 3 or maybe no weight. No heavier than 5 for sure, because that might be too much for the shoulder. Squeezing the abs, and we're gonna make this harder in a second, ladies. This is the modification. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. I don't know about you, but I felt the burn in my hands and my arms. Okay, so let's switch now. So again,
Begin set 2.
the whole body's aligned. Elbow directly underneath the shoulder. This is the modification. Arm goes out, leg goes up. And you don't even have to have the weight. If this is bothering your shoulder, just go back and forth or just keep the elbow in. Either one is good. We always go with what the body likes. Keep going. Now number 3 and 4, guess what's coming? You are going to do both legs straight with the arm out. I know you're excited, but only if the shoulder's good, only if your back feels good. This is all too much. You just do a regular plank. You always have the option. Woo! 3, 2, 1, let's switch. Good job. I know you're excited about this one, ladies. This is definitely a little bit more challenging. So both legs straight, elbow directly underneath the shoulder, tushy squeeze.
Begin set 3.
Pinching the shoulder blades together, lift the hips, extend the arm, and hold it. I don't think we've ever done this. We usually move the arm back and forth. Right now, we're just holding it out. It's more fun. If you want to make this harder, you lift your leg up. But then it might get a little intense for the back. So you might want to go up and down with the leg, or just keep the leg down. If it gets too much for the neck or shoulders, you go back and forth with a punch, okay? Either one's good. If it gets too much, you can even bring the weight down. Keep the arm up. Keep going. Woo! Keep breathing.
Exercise.
Nice. That was a hard one. I don't think we've ever done this. I got some good surprises for you today, ladies. Okay. So now abs are super tight, elbow directly underneath the shoulder. The most important thing, tushy squeeze, abs are super tight. You could do modified version, or you go for the harder version. Either one is good. Good. Imagine I'm watching you. Double check if your elbows directly underneath your shoulder. Double check if your body's nice and high. Double check if the shoulders are down. Make sure your elbows feels good, your back feels good, your shoulder feels good. You could go back and forth on this, or just keep it up. Then after this, we're gonna do your favorite Polish chair coming your way. Different version today. I might even take my shoes off just to show you what I want you to do with your feet as you're holding the leg up.
Stop exercise.
Woo!
Switch to the next.
That was a good one. Hopefully everybody's nice and warmed up right now. Okay, so ladies, I'm gonna just take my shoe off so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm gonna just take them off all together. What I'm doing with my feet. So what we'll do, we're sitting up nice and tall. Now if that's too much for the back, you can always do it on the chair. Your body's nice and tall. You lift your leg up, you hold the leg up, and then you curl your toes down, and then you curl the toes towards you. I kind of showed you this, this exercise for the stretches last time, but we didn't have the leg up. Right now, we're actually working on your feet and your toes and your ankle and your quads and your core. Doesn't get better than that. Good, so you tuck the feet under and then you point them towards you and point that foot towards you. Good, tuck it under, good. And then bring it towards you. The higher the leg, the harder it gets. Beautiful, I'm gonna change my leg, but you can keep going on the same side if you were having fun, okay? If it's too easy, keep going on that one side for 2 sets. Again, we lift the leg up, we curl the toes in, and then we point your toes down a little bit. Then you curl your toes towards you, and then you point your foot towards you. Great one for plantar fasciitis, if you want to strengthen your ankles. That's what I'm going to focus on today, actually. So we're going to work on your wrists a little bit, on the ankles, so we can prevent any, plantar fasciitis. We can strengthen your shin, And if you get shin splints, that will help as well. Keep going, shoulders relaxed, chest stays open, good. Good breathing, nice. Almost there, nice. So let's switch sides, unless you did 2 sets on that one side, so now it's time to switch to the other leg. Now let's point your toes, and then just do tiny little circles with that foot.
Begin set 3.
If that's too easy, lift the leg a little higher. If it's still too easy, you can put extra weight on top of the leg. If you're doing this seated, you can put an extra weight on top of the foot as well. Keep going. Nice work. Shoulders are down. See how my body wants to lean back. Make sure that body's nice and tall. Good breathing. Good. Keep going. If you have any feet issues, ladies, this workout today is going to be really good for you because we're going to strengthen the feet, strengthen the toes, strengthen the ankles, and strengthen the knees.
Stop.
Keep going. 2, 3, 1. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so actually no, that was 3, 2, 1. Bad counting on my part, but don't worry, ladies, because we're working hard. So let's keep going on the side. So we're going to lift that leg up again.
Begin set 4.
And we're doing little circles. Beautiful. Shoulders are down, chest is open. This looks easy. It is not easy, ladies. If it is too easy, go higher with that leg or put that extra weight on top of it. Good going. Woo, I know you got it in you. Never ever giving up. So ladies, after this, you can either do skull crushes. You know how you have 2 weights and you go on your back and you go back and forth for the triceps. If your wrists are good and your back is good, I'm going to show you a tricep kickback on your knees and your hands, okay? But make sure your wrists feel good.
Stop exercise.
If they don't,
to the next
we're just going to do skull crushes, okay? I always want to make sure I give you a different variation of things. So we're going to go on hands and knees. Abs are super tight. Make sure you either have a pad or the knees feel good, that everything feels good. So shoulders are relaxed, abs super tight, no arching of the back.
Begin.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to extend the arm out, squeeze in the tricep, and slowly come in. If you have a shoulder sensitivity, you're going to do just the skull crushers, okay? If this feels good on your back, keep going. Don't go too heavy. You don't want to go higher than 5. Good. To make this harder for balance, you're going to extend the opposite leg, opposite arm. But that's only if you feel comfortable for balance for knees and your back. If you have a sensitive back, you might want to just stay with both legs down or both knees down.
Exercise.
Squeeze on the top. See how my body's kind of tilting to the side? You could, on this, you could do hands down like this, or you could go on the knuckles. I like the knuckles because the wrists feel a little better. Now, whenever you do anything on your hands,
Begin set 2.
you're definitely strengthening your wrist, ladies. So, if this is too much for the wrist, you can switch sides. Keep going. If that's too much for the back, you put your foot down, or your heel down, or your knees down. Keep going. Woo! Come on. Squeeze in the abs. Harder than it looks, actually. It's a great stability exercise. Keep going. Make sure your shoulder feels good. You could always just hold this position if that's too much for the shoulder or the elbow. Woo! Make sure your hips are aligned. Nice work. That was a good one. You didn't really feel the hips as much, but you felt the balance, right? So it's a balance exercise, stability exercise. So now let's switch arms. So we're going to go with knuckles this hand, elbow directly underneath the shoulder. We're going to extend that
Begin
leg,
set 3.
squeeze in the abs, triceps. Good. I like the tricep kickbacks, but I don't like to go too heavy on those. If we go too heavy, we can actually tweak the shoulder. Good. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep pinching the penny. You can flex the foot if you want to, or you could point it and flex. You could do a little, that's a good distraction for your body as well. If you want a little extra fun, make sure your supporting knee feels good. Now, if this feels weird and you're like, Evie, this is so uncomfortable, I'm just not liking this position.
Stop exercise.
You can do something else. You could do either both. You could go on your forearms and do some leg lifts. You can do skull crushers. You always have an option, ladies. I just want to make sure that I do some other things so it's not always the same thing. It's challenging. That's what we want. But I want to challenge the body from a different angle every time. So you're more and more sore every time. I don't know about you, but I was really sore after our inner thigh workout last time. I think we had a great time, ladies. Keep going. Shoulders are down, make sure the neck is nice and aligned. After we finish with this, we're going to do an ab exercise. And we're still going to work on your ankles and your legs. And we're going to strengthen your feet. Woo! Keep going, I'm burning.
Stop exercise.
Nice work, good job.
Next station.
So ladies, let's put the weights away. We're going to go on your back, nice and slow, rolling down. Oh, my triceps are sore already. So if you have a sensitive neck, and back, you keep your head and neck down, and you just do movement with your feet like this, back and forth, okay? This is the modified version. Then, if your neck is fine, you elevate yourself like this, shoulders off the mat, chin is high, and you just go like you're swimming, like the swimmers. Good. Then, from here, if your back feels good, but you want a little more challenge, you could always lift the leg up and do back and forth. If that's too easy, you lift both legs up. Now, this is a little bit more challenging on your back, so be very careful. Again, when you lift both legs off the floor, the back is working a lot harder. Keep going, keep going. I know you're thinking, Evie, we need more of a challenge. Very good. So if you want more of a challenge and your back is perfectly fine and your neck is perfectly fine, you're going to just do little swimmers like this. So you point
Begin
and
set
flex.
2.
If you want more of a challenge, you lower that way, bring it back. You're still working the feet. Good. Good. Every couple. Good. Almost like you're swimming. We're swimming, we're swimming. Then we lower, bring it back. That's only if your knees and back and neck feels good. Woo! Keep going. I'm going to make it a little more challenging. Coming your way. Good job. You're going to feel the shin area working here. To the Alice anterior, that's the area we're working right now when you point and flex like this.
Stop exercise.
Keep going. If you need a break for your back, you tuck it underneath your knees and you just hold it for a second, okay? So again, I'm going to just remind you, number 1, moving the feet. Number 2, moving the feet. 3,
Begin
4,
set 3.
modifications. 5, this is the most challenging one, what I was just doing. But now I know some of you are thinking, I can make this harder. So now we could just do the bicycle crunch with a twist with the legs straight. This is really going to get that obliques. Now that's only if your back feels good. What I like to do on this is always come back to the center. When I come back to the center, I readjust my back. If the twisting is way too much, you can always just keep your chin nice and high and just do it this way without twisting. Keep going, ladies. Woo! I know you got it in you. I know about you, but my abs are on fire. Woo! Come on. Keep going. Nice. Good job.
Begin set 4.
You can still do the swimmers. You can do a couple of them and then bring it down. Or you could just keep going. 1 down, bring it up. This is the most challenging version of the exercise. Oh, burning. Woo! The bridges are coming your way, ladies. I know you're excited. So what we're going to do for the bridges today, if you have a band available, let's use it. If not, don't worry. We're going to get those hips going. But the band's going to go over the top of the thighs. Chin is high, elbows around, shoulders relaxed, get breathing.
Stop exercise.
That was a nice burn, ladies. So what we're going to do, we're going to put that band over the top of the thighs, okay? If you don't have a band, don't worry, ladies. You're still going to make it more challenging. So whatever I'm doing, you can do with one leg. If you don't have a band available and your back is fine, so you can start really challenging from the beginning. Now, the modified version, squeeze the abs, squeeze your tushy. You just open and close. If you have a sensitive back, you don't want to do bridges, and you want to work your hips, you tuck and squeeze, and you just open and close. Number 2, you go up, open, close, go down. That's the modification. Number 3, you stay up, and you just open and close, right? Squeeze on the glutes as you do it, squeeze on the abs. Some of you are doing this, and you're like, Evie, I can't feel a thing. This is the easiest thing I've ever done.
Stop
If you
exercise.
feel that way, you extend that one leg out. You go up, bring it down, bring it to the side. Let's make it harder. I know some of you are really excited about all the hard exercises. And
Begin set 2.
so I want to make sure I provide it all. The modifications, the more challenging ones, a little bit of everything, ladies. We all are different. Every exercise, every modifications feel different for everybody. Keep going. Good. You want to feel that glute. You don't want to feel your low back. My hips want to drop. I say no to that. Keep going. Squeeze in the abs. By now you're burning, so you've got the low abs and hips going. Woo!
Exercise.
Let's take a quick break for the low back. Squeeze in the abs as you do it. Squeeze in the tushy. So again, if you started with just hips down, that's perfect. We just got the hips going there. Back is safe. Then you can lift the hips up and keep both feet down to make it a little easier for the back. Woo! Let's switch sides. Let's go in, bring it out to the side. Good job, ladies. And again, remember how I tell you about that glass of wine, glass of water, something that we have on our hips? Or imagine it's like a tabletop. Woo! Keep going. I know the body's getting tired. Keep breathing. Pushing through the heel of the standing leg. And having extra fun today, ladies. Extra fun! Woo! Come on, one more. And let's take a break. If you need to keep going, keep going. The last set, I'm going to do probably 15 on one side, 15 on the other. Make sure your knees feel good. If they don't, keep both feet down. Always modify if the back feels weird or the neck feels
Begin
weird,
set
okay?
4.
Last one. So squeeze the abs. We're going to extend it. Now, actually, I'm just going to stay and then go to the outside. Make sure that knee feels good. There's not even a twinge in the knee. Keep going. Abs are super tight. Shoulders relaxed. Good. Good breathing. Good. And then let's switch sides. Let's go up. Bring it in. This is a fun one. I love this one. Get your hips. Gets the glutes. Gets the balance. Gets it all.
Stop
Woo!
exercise and switch to
Nice.
the next
Let's
station.
take a break, ladies. Let's stay where we are, okay? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take my band off. I've been having a lot of requests for ab work, ladies. So we're doing more abs. We got 2 more exercises left. So again, if you have a sensitive back, you just hold the crunch, chin is nice and high, and you just do tiny little pulses, okay? If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you bring that one leg up, one leg out, and then you're doing the circles. Remember, we're working on the ankle today, and we're working on your feet. So you can stick to that one side. I'm just going to show you both sides quickly. Good. Keep going. This is a little bit easier for the back. Now, I know some of you are thinking, Evie, let's make this harder. So both legs straight out, chin is high, and then circles. Leave your legs out. Sometimes we move them back and forth toward the inner thighs. Right now, this is going to be a coordination exercise. Inner thighs, thighs. Make sure that back is flat.
Begin set
If you
2.
can't keep it flat and you feel your back on this, you bend that one knee and then you just do circles with one leg. If you still feel the back, you can always bring one foot down or both feet down, do little pulses. Whatever feels challenging, ladies, but doable, okay? Woo! Keeping the abs super tight. Good. I'm feeling those inner thighs. Keep going. Beautiful. Make sure that back does not come off. In a second, we're going to do a little stretch for your back. Unless you don't need it, you can always keep going. My goodness, my inner thighs are feeling it. Feet are
Stop
working.
exercise.
Woo! Take a break or not. You can keep going. Woo! I'm just giving my back a tiny little break there. Shoulders relaxed. I was staying my deck, so my back is a little sensitive. I was on my knees, bending, going back and forth. So I want to make sure I give it a little break. Good. Now you should be seriously feel those inner thighs burning, ladies. And you can go to the inside or to the outside. If you feel your back, you can always lift the legs even higher up towards you. That's a little bit easier for the back. If you want more challenge, you open them up more. You still keep them closer to the body if you worry about your back. Or you just bring both feet down, okay, and do the little crunches. If your neck gets sensitive, You can always bring your head down. You can maybe even bring your head down,
Stop.
grab onto the
Exercise.
legs, and just do little circles like this. Good job, ladies. Woo! You're not burning! Keep going. You can change directions. So again, if your neck is tired, you bring your head down. Woo! Those little thighs working. If you want more challenge, you just bring yourself up. Keep going, everybody. We got a plank coming your way, by the way. More planks? My goodness. I think that's my favorite exercise, ladies. Now what we're going to do during the plank exercise today, we're going to work on your wrists a little bit and your extensors, okay? So we're going to do some fun things. And maybe there's something happening with your feet as well as you're doing the plank. But it all depends how you feel. But I'll give you options. Woo! Keep going! Never giving up. Ever! Come on.
Stop exercise and switch to the
My goodness, that was a good one. Nice work. Let's roll to the side, ladies. Now what we're going to do, if you need to modify, you could do it on the chair, on the bench, or the bed, okay? I'm going to actually show it to you here because I think you're going to see me the best. What you're going to do is that regular plank, okay? So you're on your forearms. Again, if you have a sensitive shoulder and you never do it on your forearms, you do it elevated. Now what you're going to do, you're going to make a fist with your hands. You're going to squeeze your tushy. And then what you're going to do, you're going to move your palms. You made a fist and you're moving it back and forth. So you're squeezing your tushy super tight as you can. Now, again, this might be too much to do it on the floor, so you're doing it elevated on the bench or the bed or anywhere. I'll show you in a second, actually, just for some of you that might not see me well.
Stop
So you're,
exercise.
nice, take a break, good job. So what you're doing, you've got your elbow directly underneath the shoulder, and you're moving your hands back and forth like this. So you're going to feel a nice tension going through your extensors here. I'll show it to you on the bench as well, just in case. So you're going this way, squeezing the tushy and just moving back and forth, okay? Squeezing the tushy super tight. We're going to make this a little bit more fun in a second. Woo! Keep going. That feels weird on your wrist. Just hold it in plank, squeeze the tushy. I always want to make it different. A little distraction is good. But the idea is to always squeeze the tushy super tight as you can. And never give it up, ever! Woo! Keep going. Keep breathing.
Stop exercise.
Nice. Take a break, ladies. Woo! That's a good one. Okay. Now, if your back feels good, again, your back might be less sensitive today. If it's sensitive, stick to what you were doing. If you want to make it more challenging, you can do it on the floor or elevated. Now we're going to do those leg lifts, but we're going to lift the leg, we're going to point and flex. Now you can either go up and down, so you could go down, you could come up, point and flex. Or you just leave it up there. If that's too much for your back, you could always go this way on straight arms. Knee, the standing knee is soft. Make sure your wrists feel good. Making it harder. Standing knee is soft. This is only if your back feels good. Woo!
Stop
Neck.
exercise.
Watch the neck. Relax the shoulders. We got one more left, ladies. I know you got it in you. Last one, okay? So elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Tuck and squeeze. Squeeze the tushy. And again, this is still feet, ankles we're working on.
4.
Last one, come on. So knees bend, and then you point and flex. Point and flex. This is a glute exercise. It's a core exercise. It's an arm and shoulder exercise. You're working your feet. Good. A lot of pointing and flexing today. Woo! Sometimes we forget how important it is to have strong feet, ladies. We walk on them every day. We need to keep them healthy and safe, and we need to stretch them. Woo! Keep going.
Stop exercise.
Nice work! Good one, ladies. We did it. That was awesome. This was the best way to start your Friday, wasn't it? I know you liked it. Now, don't forget to do your stretches, and I'm actually going to show you just a couple different stretches. So right now, let's just do our child's pose for a second. We're going to stretch it out, relaxing the shoulders, breathing, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Now, very often we want to go through the stretches really fast, ladies. I want you to make sure that you do about 45 to a minute of a hold, okay? That's when the stretch is the most effective. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. If you ever sit back into your heels and your knee feels funny, don't go all the way down. You can do this daily. This is one of the best stretch there is, the safest on everything. Okay, so now we can slowly, you can either stay on the surface you're on, or you can sit on the chair, whatever feels comfortable. And I'm going to just show you a couple things. If you have a plantar fasciitis, that's actually a good thing to do. If you don't have plantar fasciitis, this is a good thing to do to strengthen your feet, okay? So you can have a towel. Let's say you have a towel. I'm just pretending there's a towel here or a tissue or something. And then you try to pick it up with your feet. You lift it up, and then you drop it. So you pick it up with your feet, lift it up, and then drop it. Pick it up with your feet, kind of curl your feet a little bit, and then lift, and then drop. So you might want to do like a minute on one side and a minute on the other. It's great for plantar fasciitis. It's great just to strengthen your feet. Now, if you have, let's say, tendonitis, or you have a tennis elbow, or some kind of an issue in the elbow or your wrist, I'm going to just show you a couple of stretches you could do daily for that as well. So shoulders are down. Make sure this feels good on your shoulder. You extend your arm out and forward like this. Your abs are in. You can do it seated. It's probably better seated. It's a little less pressure on your back that way. And then you push down on your hand a little bit, and you feel a nice stretch. Make sure it's never pain, okay? Either on the shoulder or the elbow or the wrist. It just feels good. And then you hold this for about 30 seconds. No. On this one you could do, all depends how it feels. I would do from 30 to a minute hold, okay? And then you go the other way, and then you hold it this way with shoulders relaxed, abs in, and then you stretch in the other direction. It's really good for the elbow. Anybody who's got either who's been gardening, or if you've been carrying heavy groceries, that can aggravate the elbow. Even heavy weights sometimes, doing bicep curls, and then either locking the elbow or going too heavy, that can cause some of that tension as well. So make sure you do both sides, about 30 seconds to a minute. If you have a plantar fasciitis and you have a tennis elbow, do those daily if you can. Maybe in the morning and at night, that will really help. And then final stretch that is this, our cat and cow, to make sure that everything feels good. Again, you can always go on your hands or your forearms or your knuckles. Either one is good. Knee directly underneath the hips, and you round the back, squeeze in the abs, and then we go the other direction, but we never want to arch the back. See how my back was arched all the way? That can actually put a little strain on your back. So you just kind of arch a tiny bit, not too much, whatever feels good on your back. And then you go in, exhale through the mouth. So if you do the child's pose and the cat and cow daily, ladies, that will definitely help your back. It lubricates the back, gets everything moving. Beautiful. Nice. After your walks, after your workouts, just make sure you do those two stretches. Good. Squeeze in the abs as you round the back, and then slow release. Good job. Now again, I'm going to just remind you quickly how to get up from the floor, especially if you have sensitive knees. So, or let's say you're gardening, or you're just doing something on the knees, cleaning the floor or something, and then you have to come up. This will give you an idea how to do it correctly. So you're pushing through the heel, the ankle, and the knees all mine. Abs are super tight, and then you come straight up. That was a good one. So ladies, make sure you do your stretches. Do more stretches. Stretches are very important. And then don't forget to do your cardio. I know you're excited about the cardio. It's still very nice out. It's not too hot, not too cold, so perfect day to do your cardio. Push extra hard. If you can do 30 minutes, do 30. If you can do an hour, do an hour. Just push hard, get your heart rate up, burn those calories, and also I hope everybody's going to have a wonderful 4th of July weekend, long weekend. Hopefully you're doing something fun. Stay active, stay safe,